My dear brothers and sisters in Christ Jesus, today's gospel presents before us about both people who have God and people who have very little need of God. Mostly the poor people who are undergoing troubles, difficulties, or who have no one to look after, who experience poverty, they are the ones who always seek God. There are believers among rich people, but generally rich people experience that they need very little of God. So therefore, the poor people depend upon God for food, clothing, for companionship, sustenance, protections, everything. Their focus is on God. And we have a lot of things to learn from them. How they put their trust in the power of God. How they have the spirit of sharing with others. Whereas rich people, they get disconnected from God. And that's why very often their value system is based on money. So their focus is on money. And they also propagate that for everything they can do everything with money. So that's why Jesus calls or addresses the poor. Blessed are you poor. They have God. They are connected with God. What do you mean when I say connected with God? That we discuss with God for everything. Before we do even a minor things, a simple things, we discuss it with God. So that's why we can be in connectedness. So when we are disconnected with God, we feel misery, we feel distrust. Again we come back, return to God, so that we experience peace and joy. It's only when we are connected with God, we have the real joy, real happiness. And Jesus also narrates elsewhere in the Gospel that do not be worried about anything. It means when we trust in the power of God, we need not be worried about food, clothing, relationship, everything for our sustenance, everything is provided by God. People sometimes worry about the Wednesday. Again they will worry about Thursday, worrying about Friday, and thinking about Saturday and getting worried. So which day they will experience the real life in its abundance? Worrying can give us nothing. So it is only when we focus on God and depend upon God and put our trust in the power of God, we experience life and life in its abundance.